So this past weekend, I was in San Diego for my sister's bachelorette, and we did all the typical batch things, went on a boat, brunch, spent our nights hopping around different restaurants and bars. And at one of the places we stopped, I started chatting with our server, and I asked her if she knew of any good ghost stories that took place in San Diego, because when in Rome. She didn't even hesitate and told me about the Hotel Del Coronado and swore that something paranormal actually happened to her there. She said she'd stayed overnight once just for fun because the Del is this gorgeous historic hotel. But in the middle of the night around 2 a.m., she woke up to the sound of footsteps right outside the door. Slow, heavy, pacing back and forth. At first, she just thought it was another guest. Someone who had a little too much to drink and was just stumbling around trying to find their room. But when she opened the door, the hallway was completely empty. That's when she noticed something strange. She said she saw a soft golden glow drifting down the hallway. She said it was kind of like an old flickering lantern. And naturally, the second she blinked, it was gone. Since she had already spent money on this hotel room, she tried to just forget about it and go back to sleep. But an hour later, around 3 a.m., the witching hour, her TV turned on by itself. It was just blasting static like in The Ring, or really almost any horror movie where the TV turns on its own. When she looked around for the remote, she saw it sitting on a table across the room. And then she noticed something even creepier. Her suitcase, which she'd zipped shut and placed neatly by the door, was wide open, and her clothes were everywhere. The next morning when she went to check out, she told the front desk what happened, and instead of being shocked, the staff just nodded and said, "Sounds like Kate Morgan was with you last night." The server swore she never stayed another night at the Del after that. So has anyone here ever stayed at the Hotel Del Coronado, and has something paranormal happened to you?